Hey everyone, so we are PianoPixel. I'm Josue, who's Jonathan, Alex, and Sarah, and our project focused on creating a hand with pressure sensors that allows it to play certain piano notes on any type of surface we want. Our goal here was to basically make it so that pianists have an opportunity to practice the piano wherever they are. As you know, pianos are really big and they're not really transportable, so not only do they have probably an instrument at their house, they probably also have an instrument where they professionally play at. So our goal here was to essentially allow for them to practice their piano wherever they are, even like at a park or even at the library with a connection to like their own headphones.
In order to start realizing the vision of how we wanted the virtual piano to start playing out, we began with a glove and flex sensors, which we had ordered from Adafruit. We started measuring the resistance of the flex sensors, and they ranged between 30 kilo ohms to 1 mega ohm. And it was too large of a resistance for the Arduino to have any sensitive measurements. So the Arduino has an internal pull-down resistor, which was able to sense the analog input coming into any one of its A0 through A whatever input. The flex sensors were not actually able to work. We would have had to use a voltage divider and series of resistors in order to allow the Arduino to have any sensible measurement. We ended up using pressure sensors that we found in the lab. From there, I was able to solder on long wires, and I was connecting one to ground and the other one to an input of the Arduino. Eventually, we had 5 inputs going into the Arduino. As I was working on the code, I got the initial take of the board. The initial vision of the light board was to have it light up one by one. The longer you hold the note, the more it lights up. But then doing that all on one Arduino while also playing the notes made the note play at the same time as the light, but loop the same one over and over. So we had to fix that.
In the end, we decided to run on 3 separate Arduinos. First, as Alex mentioned, playing the note and lighting up a NeoPixel at the same time was quite difficult. Although we defined delays as 1 to 10 milliseconds, we found that the Arduino, in the process of lighting up the NeoPixel, would take significantly longer, and depending on whichever pixel on the NeoPixel it would light up, that delay would vary. That led to unpredictable delays in our program stemming from that. And it meant that we couldn't play the note at the same time in a particularly predictable and smooth manner. Instead, we funneled the sensor inputs from the flex sensors to 2 separate Arduinos that read that same input. One of them focuses on just emitting the NeoPixel light. The other focuses on just playing a note. The Arduino that plays the note also sends an input to another Arduino through the serial monitor connection, telling that Arduino which note to play. Each MKR Zero Arduino only has one internal timer that allows it to keep track of the frequency timing domain. And so to play two separate notes, we needed to have 2 separate Arduinos play that note. And because when the user presses 2 separate notes, we want one Arduino to play one note and the other Arduino to play the separate one, we have one primary Arduino essentially delegate the second Arduino on which second note to play.
So with all of these adjustments, this is the final product that we have. This is the piano that was laser cut. And this is our breadboard having the 3 different Arduinos with the 3 different functions. As you can see, we have the 2 speakers, each connected to a different Arduino. We have our NeoPixel, and we also just have the audio amplifiers for 2 Arduinos. So this is the glove where we connected the pressure sensors to each finger, and then each of these wires is connected to one of the pins in the Arduino as well as a ground. And the way in which this is played is a person inputs their hand and on any surface can just play the piano like they would with a normal piano, and that would emit the note of that specific finger as well as the letter of that note on the NeoPixel. Additionally, people can play 2 notes together, which was the whole point of us adding this 3rd Arduino and the 2 speakers that we have. And now you can see a video of one of our team members playing a song using our device.